how's everybody doing? Welcome back to Ask That Podcast on YouTube. Trying out the new camera, I guess you call it. No, I got an upgraded tablet. The old one is just kind of wearing out. I mean, this thing's ancient. When I went and got a new phone the other day, about a week ago now, I set my tablet down. The girl's like, "How long have you had that?" I told her, she's like, "They last that long?" I'm like, yeah. You take care of it and you put a good case on it. You don't have your kid, rubbing their snotty fingers all over it, but they last. So, what this is here, this is the Medved's, the Golden Turkey Awards. That looks dark to me. Does that look dark to y'all? There we go. And what this is just them talking about what they think are the worst movies ever made. This is, this might be a first printing, I'm not sure. Copyright 1980. Yeah, it probably is. I think, I'm not 100% sure. There's the authors. Michael Medved and Harry. One of them had a movie review show, but I don't remember which one. Okay, introduction, blah, 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 blah. Most embarrassing movie debut of all time. Farrah Fawcett and Myra Breckenridge. Sally Kellerman in Reform School Girl. Paul Newman in The Silver Chalice. John Travolta in The Devil's Rain. When the blood drips down like devil's rain. We'll Eat Tonight, I think is what it is. Paul Newman wins. Okay, most ridiculous monster in screen history. The Alligator People. Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. That's a pretty bad one. I've seen that one. The Creeping Terror. From Hell It Came. Gamera the Invincible. Robot Monster with them showing teenagers from outer space. Probably Creeping Terror. No, Robot Monster won. Worst performer by popular singer Tony Bennett in the Oscar. Okay. Sonny Bono in Escape to Athena. Okay, that works. Bob Dylan and Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid. I've never seen that. Sonny Bono is not a good actor. Neil Sedaka and Playgirl Killer, aka Decoy for Terror. He's also in the Griefy film, Stick of Death. Winner is Tony Bennett. Worst title of all time. I Dismember Mama. The incredibly strange creatures who stopped living and became mixed up zombies. Jesse James meets Frankenstein's daughter. Okay, I've seen 2 of these so far. Montango, the Fungus of Terror. Attack of the Mushrooms People. Rat Finka Boo Boo. Wine, Women, and Horses. Man, I've seen a lot of these. Rat Finka Boo Boo? Rat Finka Boo Boo. Most brainless brain movie of all time. The Brain Eaters. The Brain for Planet Arrows. The Brain That Wouldn't Die. I've seen that. They saved Hitler's brain and alternate child, the Madman of Mandoris. I've seen and own that one. The most badly bumbled... Oh, winner was They Save Hitler's brain. Most badly bumbled B movie all time. There's a lot of B movies back in the 70s. Not B-E-E, not B, the Bees. And the Deadly Bees, Invasion of the Bee Girls. The Swarm. Winner is The Swarm. Worst casting of all time. Roger Daltrey is Franz Liszt in Lisztomania. No, I've never seen this. I don't know. Harper Marx is Sir Isaac Newton in The Story of Mankind. Never seen. Jack Palance is Fidel Castro and Shay. I want to see this. Look at this, man. That's fucking Palance. That's Castro. Look at that. That is... Whew. Ginger Rogers is Dolly Madison, Magnificent Doll. John Wayne is Genghis Khan and the Conqueror. Yes, he played fucking Genghis Khan. Fucking shitty-ass John Wayne. Fuck John Wayne. I'm pretty sure he won this one. Of course. Worst performance by a politician. Julian Bond in Greased Lightning. Never seen it. The Honorable Ben H. Lewis, Mayor of Riverside, California in Bug. Never seen it. John V. Lindsay in Rosebud. Never seen it. Leon Trotsky and My Official Wife. Probably that. No, John Lindsay in Rosebud. The worst two-headed transplant movie ever made. There's more than one? Really? Give me a second. The Incredible Two-Headed Transplant. I've seen it. It's been a long time. The Manster, half man, half monster. A Thing with Two Heads. That's what Rosie Greer. I've seen that one too. And the winner is A Thing with Two Heads, of course. Worst rodent movie of all time, The Food of the Gods. I've never seen the original. I've seen the second one. By John Rats. The Killer Shrews. The Mole People, The Nasty Rabbit, Night of the Lepus, seen that. Food of the Gods won. Worst performance by novelist. Jimmy Breslin, If They Ever See You Again. Truman Capote and Murder by Death. No, that is no. Fuck you. There's nothing bad about Murder by Death. That movie is great. If you're out there, I know there ain't that many people. Well, according to my analytics, there's people younger than me watching. You like the movie Clue and you've never seen Murder by Death, go watch Murder by Death because, oh man, Clue is just... Basically, it's a real similar script and they just, different people in the cast. They're both great films. I love Clue, but man, Murder by Death, I'd never heard of it. A buddy of mine introduced me to it and I've probably seen that movie like 40 times now. It's just so great. You got Peter Falk. Who's some there? Truman Capote. I'm trying to think of some other big name. Norman Mailer in Wild 90. Ew. Idrik Siegel and Without Apparent Motive. And the winner is Norman Mailer. P.T. Barnum Award for Worst Cinematic Exploitation of a Physical Deformity. The Brute Man, Rondo Hatton. If y'all don't know who Rondo is, the guy on the side that's got the really fucked up looking face. He had something wrong, I can't remember. Chain for Life, which is what the hell was their names? Oh, was that the Siamese? No. Daisy and Violet Hilton, they were conjoined twins. Little Cigars, about midget gamblers. The Terror of Tiny House, a midget western. Yeah, it's probably wins, yeah. Worst musical extravaganza in Hollywood history, A Long Last Love. Peter Bogdanovich had something to do with that. Lost Horizon from 73, don't give a fuck. Oh, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Okay, I don't give a shit about the album, so why am I going to care about a movie based around it that I want to say had like the Bee Gees or some stupid... Yeah, the Bee Gees and Peter Frampton in it. Song of Norway. No. At Long Last Loved One. Ecclesiastical Award for Worst Performance by an Actor or Actress as a Clergyman or Nun. The Reverend Pat Boone in The Cross and the Switchblade. Woo! The Right Reverend Clark Gable in Polly of the Circus. Never even heard of that. Heard of Cross and the Switchblade. Sister Mary Tyler Moore in Change of Habit. Reverend Mickey Rooney in A Twinkle in God's Eye. Father Frank Sinatra in The Miracle of the Bells. There's old Frank. Mary Tyler Moore wins. Worst performance by an actor is Jesus Christ. Oh, jeez. Robert Elstrom in The Gospel Road. Never heard of that one. Jeffrey Hunter in The King of Kings. Okay. Yeah. I don't know who that is playing Jesus there, but he can literally whoop somebody's ass with that. He's like Hacksaw Jim Duggan style. Tim Neely in Jesus Christ Superstar. Okay. Donald Sutherland in Johnny Got His Gun. All right, my generation, and people younger, but my generation, this movie. Remember the Metallica video 1? The film clips in it? That's Johnny Got His Gun. That film was a bitch to find for a long time. I heard for years like Metallica bought the rights. No, that was just some bullshit. Ted Neely and Jesus Christ Superstar 1. The worst blaxploitation film ever made. Okay. Abby, which is basically The Black Exorcist. Yeah. Blackenstein fucking sucks. Look at this. Look at this. Boss N-word. I'm not saying it. There it is right there. You can see it. Fred Williamson, he plays a black cowboy. Harlem on the Prairie. That's an old one. That's from the 30s. Scream Black You'll Scream. Oh, that is horrible, too. I've watched that one. And the winner is Scream Black You'll Scream. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Blackenstein's worse, though. At least this has Pam Grier in it. Biggest ripoff in Hollywood history. And this is basically like TV movies and shit that they put out theatrically. Battlestar Galactica, the pilot episode was put out theatrically. Don't ask me why. The Greek Tycoon. King Kong 76. I guess I just thought the movie sucked. Orca. Okay. Oh, there's ones that cost a fortune and didn't do good. Okay, yeah. Or supposedly didn't do good. I think King Kong actually did. Kong won, of course. Blah, blah. Worst credit line of all time. Catwomen of the Moon and featuring the Hollywood cover girls as the Catwomen. Dawn of the Dead. Music by Dario Argento and the Goblins. What's wrong with that? The name was Goblin. Come on now. Exorcist 2, The Heretic. Tap dance routine choreographed by Daniel Joseph Giagli. Shrewd. Most unerotic concept in pornography. Chatterbox. This is about this woman whose vagina starts talking. You can get this from Shout Factory right now on a 4-pack. It's easy to find now. The Erotic Adventures of Pinocchio. Him, which is Is that the Gay Jesus? That's the Gay Jesus film. And Percy. I think that was the sex change one, wasn't it? First penis transplant. Okay. Him probably? I'm guessing him would win this. Yep. Worst performance by an animal. Blue Boy, the Hog, and State Fair. Never seen it. And one of these films in here, they say they made up. It's not him. You can track that down. Dinky the Chimp and Tarzan in the Great River. Gotcha the Russian Circus Bear and the Bear. All these I haven't seen. A lot of these older ones. Mookie the Wonder Hound and the Dogs of Norway. I think that might be the when they made up. Scuttlebutt the Duck and Everything's a Ducky. Dinky the Chimp. Worst vegetable movie of all time. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. I just watched that today. It was on Vudu for free view. So, Attack of the Mushroom People. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes is fun. Invasion of the Star Creatures. Please don't eat my mother. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Little Shop of Horrors. Most people know the 80s. It was the 80s, early 90s remake musical. It's all right. It's 80s. The original, back in the 60s. This was in 73. Harry Novak. I think it's a Friedman picture of that. Just like, fuck it, we're going to remake Little Shop of Horrors because, Corman didn't copyright it. And you know what? God damn it. We're going to put some titties in it. And you know what? Fuck that. We're going to put some bush in it too. We got titties and bush. Everybody going to love it. And put it out there. And I don't think it did shit. I'd never even heard of the motherfucker. And then, God, it's been 20 years, close to over 20 years, something like that. I go home for Christmas. And we'd all gather at my grandparents' place for Christmas, but there wasn't enough room for everybody to stay there. So, I'm like, fuck, I got a friend that lives one exit up the interstate. He's got a big ass house. There's room for me and whoever's coming with me, to stay. Ain't no problem. He had a copy of Please Don't Eat My Mother for me. He's like, hey, I got your present, man. I was like, ooh, it's from something weird video. I know I'll enjoy this. Attack of the Mushroom People. Worst performance by Sonny Tufts. I don't know who the fuck Sonny Tufts is. Catwomen on the Moon. Cotton picking chicken pickers. That's a film. It's a hillbilly musical. Well-Groomed Bride, Government Girl. Most ludicrous racial impersonation in Hollywood history. Robbie Benson as a Chicano and Walk Proud. Ooh. Yeah. Marlon Brando as a Okinawan. That's a Native American. The Tea House with August Moon. Charles Mack and George Moran as two black crows and Hypnotized. Yeah. Elvis Presley as an Indian and Stay Away Joe. Man, I don't know. All those are pretty bad. I'm going to go with Elvis. Marlon Brando. Most obnoxious child performer of all time. Sandy Hinville as Baby Sandy in a bunch of different stuff. Claude Jarman Jr. from The Yearling. David Dondi Corey from... Oh, who knows? Lee Harcourt Montgomery. Dondi. Worst film you never saw. Billy Jack Goes to Washington. Fuck you, I've seen it. I own it on DVD. The Day the Clown Cried. Yes. Very few people reading this would have seen that. Very few watching this would have seen that. That's the one where it's the Jerry Lewis Holocaust death camp film. He plays a clown who the officers talk into leading the kids into the gas chambers because they'll follow a clown anywhere. Yeah, it never got released. Footage is out there. Some footage. Well, man, that's another rough one there. Whew, man. Extraordinary Seaman. Matilda. I've actually heard of that. Billy Jack Goes to Washington. Yeah, because it didn't really even get any kind of release. Most inane and unwelcome technical advance in Hollywood history. Halogenic hypnovision. Wait a second. Duo vision. That's wicked. It's like where this hand is there's two screens on your screen. No home video release that I know of. Turner Class. If you look around, you will find bootlegs, like somebody's burned it to DVD or maybe even a Blu-ray R, or VHS, whatever file, whatever. Turner Classic aired it properly once or twice a few years ago on Turner Classic Underground, so it's from that. Emergo, that's House on Haunted Hills, the Skeletons coming out. Psychorama. Oh, that's when, yeah, I've seen that. They changed a different version. I've seen for a split second, a little image pops up on the screen. Percepto, that is The Tingler. Glorious Smell-O-Vision, that would be Odorama, basically, and the winner is Percepto. Worst lines of romantic dialogue in movie history. Don't care. Lifetime Achievement, the worst director of all time. William One Shot Bodine. Herschel Gordon Lewis, fuck you. H.G. Lewis was good. Phil Tucker, yeah, he's kind of shitty. Ed D. Wood. Yeah, and Ed Wood, of course, wins. I've seen way worse. This is what got the Cult of Wood going. Worst actress of all time, Candice Bergen. This is before she made her comeback with Murphy Brown. There's like a younger Candice Bergen. Really, really striking woman when she was younger. Vera Herbra Ralston, never heard of her. Raquel Welch. Raquel Welch can't act to save her life, but she's pretty. Raquel Welch. Okay, worst actor of all time, John Agar. Woo! Saw him in Tarantula. He was not good. Richard Burton. Yeah, he's not real good either. Tony Curtis. I've never really seen a lot of Tony Curtis stuff, so I can't. Victor Mature. Don't think I've seen most of his stuff. The winner is Richard Burton. Okay. Our readers choose the worst film of all time. The worst film. The runner-up. First runner-up is Exorcist II: The Heretic. Yeah, I don't see why. Grand prize. Worst film of all time is Plan 9 from Outer Space. Not even close. And then there's a bunch of other bad films listed. As you see, this is. Now you finish the book, we'll offer a very personal confession. One of the films described in the preceding pages is a total and shameless hoax. It never existed except in the imagination of the authors. Boom. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed it. Tell me how this looks and sounds. I might throw this up as just a bonus episode because I'm curious. But thank you, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember, if you did, hey, look, I can do 2 thumbs now. Give me the thumbs up. Leave a comment, subscribe, all that other bullshit. Share these videos with your friends. And if you see it on Facebook or Facebook friend of mine, share the video if you think it's interesting. Same thing on Twitter. I'm actually using Twitter now. It's at DOUBLE, the letter T, LBR. You'll say Ultimo Gallows, but we share an account. But yeah, talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.